No different from the Disneyland concept in several other countries, Tokyo Disneyland also presents a Disney theme park. Here, you can watch various rides with the theme of films produced by Walt Disney. This tourist spot is the first Disneyland built outside the United States and officially opened in 1983. Tokyo Disneyland is divided into 7 main areas, namely World Bazaar, Tomorrowland, Toontown, Adventureland, Westernland, Critter Country and Fantasyland. Each of these zones has its own characteristics. For those of you who bring children, Toontown is the right zone. Here, children can enter the city of Disney cartoons. They can visit Mickey Mouse's house or play on Donald Duck's boat. To shop, you can enter the World Bazaar. The zone which is located at the entrance is suitable for you fans of shopping and culinary tourism. The building is designed to resemble America in the early 20th century. Apart from these 2 zones, you cannot miss the other 5 zones that are no less interesting. Still under the same umbrella, it feels incomplete to taste tourist attractions in Japan if you haven't visited Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo DisneySea is also a theme park with Disney characters. If Disneyland prioritizes its land travel rides, DisneySea carries the concept of water. Tokyo DisneySea is more targeting teenagers to adults. But this does not mean that children are not allowed to enter. You can still visit it with your family and enjoy the holiday fun at this tourist spot. Tokyo DisneySea is divided into 7 main zones, including Mediterranean Harbor, Mysterious Island, Mermaid Lagoon, Arabian Coast, Lost River Delta, Port Discovery and American Waterfront. One of the most interesting is the Mediterranean Harbor. Here, you will be invited to tour by using a gondola of some kind in Venice, Italy. For those who like adventure, try getting to the Arabian coast. Sinbad will take you to explore the palace and the sea and around it. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park is an area devoted to commemorating the atomic bomb tragedy that rocked the city of Hiroshima in 1945. Before being destroyed by the atomic bomb, Hiroshima was the city's business and political center. This also made him the target of the operation at that time. Today, this 120,000 square meter park is a stark contrast to Hiroshima. This large park surrounded by multi-story buildings is one of the favorite locations for local residents to spend their holidays. Here, you can still see the remains of buildings that are still standing after being hit by a bomb, one of which is the A-bomb dome. Every year on August 6th, at 8:16 o'clock, a memorial service is held here. This warning begins with a moment of silence and a speech. Apart from local residents, there were many foreign tourists who also came and joined in this commemoration. Are you a fan of Doraemon cartoon characters? Doraemon is indeed no stranger to fans of comics and cartoon series. The future fat cat robot in blue is a favorite of many children and adults alike. Not only can you see it in comics and TV, you can also visit and touch Doraemon at the Fujiko F. Fujio Museum. Inside the museum, there is a kind of diorama where a statue of Doraemon and his friends poses in a room that is very familiar to lovers such as Nobita's room and a playing field with 3 large pipes. Apart from Doraemon, the museum also displays another character by Fujiko F. Fujio, namely P-Man. Satisfied walking around, you can taste the special menu at this tourist spot. The food menu at this restaurant also has a Doraemon theme. You can order dorayaki cakes and various other foods decorated with Doraemon's face. What is the favorite Japanese culinary you? The answer may vary because there are so many super delicious Japanese culinary delights. One of the culinary ones, ramen, has a lot of fans. Now, ramen fans can come to the Yokohama Ramen Museum. The Yokohama Ramen Museum, or better known as the Ramen Museum, will invite you not only to enjoy delicious ramen prepared by trained chefs, but also to get to know the history of ramen in Japan. Here, there is a special room that contains information about the history and development of ramen. In another room, you will enter a replica of the city of Shitamachi, the city that became the forerunner to the popularity of ramen in Japan. In addition, there are 9 restaurants serving typical ramen from various regions in Japan. For those of you who want to taste all of them, but are afraid of being too full, you can choose mini ramen, which, although the portion is smaller, doesn't reduce the taste in the least. Zoos have always been attractive tourist attractions in various parts of the world. In Japan, you must come to one of the popular zoos, Zorasia, which is the largest and most well-preserved zoo in Sakura country. Tourist attractions in Japan are divided into several zones, including the Japanese countryside, Surbadic forest, Asian tropical forest, Amazon jungle, and others. Of the many animals that are collected here, some of the visitors' favorites are elephants, polar bears, and black bears. After being around, you can rest while enjoying delicious dishes in the style of restaurants in Zorasia. For children, there is a playground with an interesting animal concept to try. The Okinawa Choromi Aquarium is said to be the best aquarium in Japan. The main attraction here is the Kuroshio tank, a giant aquarium where visitors can watch marine life through the available tunnels. Apart from the giant aquarium, there is also an outdoor pool here which often hosts performances of marine animals such as dolphins and sea lions. The Golden Pavilion is one of the most popular Buddhist temples in Japan. This tourist spot is also known as Kinkakuji and Rokuonji. Previously, this shrine was the resting place of Ashikaga Yoshimitsu after his retirement. However, nowadays the temple is a tourist spot that is visited by many domestic and foreign tourists every day. The hallmark of the Golden Pavilion is its golden roof. Besides being able to see typical Japanese ancient architecture, you can also enjoy hot tea at the tea garden, which is in this tourist area. There is also a souvenir shop typical of the Golden Pavilion. Have you ever seen wild monkeys soaking in hot springs like humans? If not and you are curious, please come to Jigokudani Monkey Park. This area is the original habitat of Japanese monkeys known as the snow monkey. Here, you can see monkeys up close and they won't be bothered by the presence of visitors. Although these monkeys bathe every day of the year, the best time to come is during the snow season, which is December to March. At that time, the white snow around the bath will add to the beauty of the photos you produce. One of the best tourist attractions in Japan is Mount Fuji, which is no stranger to you. This 3,776-meter high mountain is the highest and most popular mountain in Japan. The mountain is located between Yamanashi and Shizuoka, and on a clear day, you can see it from Tokyo and Yokohama. Another way to enjoy the beauty of Mount Fuji is by taking the train between Tokyo and Osaka. To enjoy the beauty of Mount Fuji up close, you can climb it. There are 5 beautiful lakes above an altitude of about 1,000 meters above sea level. The 5 lakes include Yamanakako, Motosuko, Saiko, Shojiko, and Kawaguchiko. In addition, there is a rest area, Fujigoko, which provides resorts, camping ground, fishing ponds, museums as well warm water bath.